Welcome to our underqualified, untitled, whatever podcast. We're still working on a title, trust me. You know what? We actually might stick with underqualified because it kind of fits who we are and with the topics we talk about. This episode is a recorded episode. We're currently recording it on November 15th. The purpose of recording of this one is that this is going to be a Thanksgiving episode, and we won't be doing a live show on Thanksgiving because, Thanksgiving is reserved for family, and we're probably going to be busy with things. So it was,
basically, we hate you all and don't want you to be here.
Yes. So don't tune in live, I guess, on Thursday. Actually, today, because you will be watching it today. You won't be able to see this episode until today, Thanksgiving. So boom, roasted. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving primarily, and we wanted to discuss just Thanksgiving and what it means to us, and what we normally do for it. Again, you are watching Jason. That is me. My Twitter handle is right below me on the left side of your screen at J_Wrangle33. You can find me there for anything, really. I tweet about anything. And then on the right side of your screen and alongside me, great guy, awesome dude, Finn. You can find him on Twitter at Skeedap. He tweets funny stuff. Really go follow him. He tweets some of the best stuff out there.
Just mind you that Jason has very, very low standards for what's funny. As evidenced by earlier when he wasn't recording.
I appreciate it. No, that actually was funny though, what you said. That was funny what you said. But here's the thing about it. None of you guys will see it because it wasn't being recorded. So you will have absolutely no idea what he was referring to. So, Finn, I believe you are actually currently with family because you are on internship back basically at your hometown. So Thanksgiving will probably be easy for you, or at least with regards to travel. How are you feeling about that?
Well, the thing about it is that normally Thanksgiving is spent with more than just my immediate family. Usually we go up to visit my grandmother and uncle and his kids. His wife's rarely there. She works usually on Thanksgiving. And normally my great uncle's there. He passed away this summer. So unfortunately, we won't get to do what we normally do for Thanksgiving, which sucks, but it is what it is. Got to protect those that can't protect themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The COVID year has really been difficult for me, too. Actually, I won't even be joining my family for Thanksgiving this year. I will be staying in Ames just because, we've had our numbers in Ames in central Iowa are rising, but it's weird to say this because, we're actually a college town. It's worse back home in the Quad Cities. They were number 5 at one point as top rising cases in the country. So, and I had just found out that my sister had tested positive for COVID, and I guess my father also had COVID that I wasn't aware of.
Him and Dad?
Yeah, so, and I was recently exposed to somebody who tested positive for COVID. So even though I haven't exhibited any symptoms yet, and it's been a week. It's been a week since I was exposed, and about 5 or 6 days since I got tested, and still haven't experienced any symptoms. And my test came back negative also. So, but still, I just want to be cautious, and we need to emphasize that to everybody that is watching that, we understand that you've already done your traveling that you've needed to do, or you haven't done any traveling because, by the time you'll be watching this, it'll be Thanksgiving. Just please try to be safe because I don't know what's going on this month, but it's just COVID has just taken on it basically said to everybody, this ain't even my final form yet. So So we really need to be taking this seriously, and especially around the holidays. The holidays are a time for family, and specifically Thanksgiving is, about being around family. and we need to make sure that everybody is still safe. And that's what I made the steps, taking the steps to be in my cold, lonely, single apartment for Thanksgiving, which, is actually not that bad. It won't be that bad to me. That way I don't have to, spend a lot of time just cooking. I could just, order a pizza if I really wanted to. But
Yeah, what kind of pizza though?
You know what? I actually am. This should go on the r/unpopular opinion. I love ham and pineapple pizza. I think pineapple on pizza is amazing.
Well, you know what?
What you got for me?
I think you're kind of stupid.
Are we gonna turn this into a pizza thing?
I like the ham.
We got
Canadian bacon's great on pizza. Canadian bacon's great. Here's the issue. Pineapple, warm pineapple, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Can't do it.
I mean, I used to be that way when I was younger. I used to ew, pineapple, what the hell is this on pizza? But then later on in life, I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty good.
Nope. Can't do it. I can't do warm pizza.
You can't do warm pizza at all?
Or not warm pizza, sorry. Can't do warm pineapple.
Warm pineapple? Can you just do warm fruits in general?
No.
What about roasted vegetables? Are you one of those people that
Oh, no, dude. Oh.
Why don't we have roasted vegetables on Thanksgiving? Why is it always got to be, green bean casserole? I mean, green bean casserole is, it's warm vegetable, but it's not
green
really
bean
roasted.
casserole is goated.
Okay, yeah, green bean casserole is actually really, really good. But why don't we have just roasted vegetable? Why do we always have to do turkey, stuffing, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce?
Squash.
Cranberry sauce is that that controversial one where you either like it or you hate it, and nobody. I wouldn't say nobody cares if you admit it, but omit it, but that's not really the case. I'm actually one of those that actually enjoys cranberry sauce.
I'm not a big fan of how bitter cranberries taste.
So you gotta mix it. If you have cranberry juice, you gotta mix it with Sprite for better effect.
See, but then it's not cranberry juice anymore.
True. If you want, then maybe water. Try water, because water also does the same effect as Sprite. It just doesn't carbonate it.
Could be.
Ain't bad. But what's your go-to then for Thanksgiving? What do you guys do
Stuffing.
for
Stuffing?
Stuffing
And more stuffing. Stuffing. A little bit of stuffing. Oh, I can't forget stuffing.
Do you keep stuffing separate from the turkey, or do you actually stuff the turkey?
Yes.
But you do both. Huh.
Well, it depends on if we make the turkey or not. Because if we don't make the turkey, then it's always separate. But if we do make the turkey, you better believe there's going to be bread in its ass. Talking double the turkey's body weight amount of bread.
Now I just think about this. Why do we do that? Who was the first person?
The juices flavor it, and somebody definitely figured it out because they're a dirty son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was like, who in the sick, twisted mind thought, oh, I'm gonna shove bread up this turkey's ass and it's gonna be delicious? And they were right. They were right.
They were right.
It's like some sick, twisted bastard did it, and then everybody adopted it.
Everybody was just all yeah, I too love fisting turkeys.
Demonetized on Thanksgiving. We're doing awesome.
Stuffing's just so good.
Stuffing is good. I can agree with that, though. I can agree with stuffing.
You know what else is good? Chicken broth.
Chicken broth? Yeah. Finn was actually eating some ramen before we went started recording this episode, and that's why he had his head down, slurping. I'm glad.
Not sucking dick.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't
noodles.
catch the other slurping that happened beforehand. There it is. There it goes. Try to get that out of your mind now.
I've got plenty of friends who can't.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna press the issue anymore. So, Finn. So then, what do you typically do like for Thanksgiving meals? Like, what are your dishes in your Thanksgiving dinner? What is it typically like?
Oh man, turkey, easy, right?
Yeah.
And then usually some kind of mashed potatoes or like scallop potatoes, or cheesy potatoes.
Forgot about the potatoes.
I'm a big fan of mashed potatoes, though. Mashed potatoes with a good gravy. And then we usually do have like one of those like cranberry jello things.
Yeah, like
we had enough sugar, but we had enough sugar in it that it doesn't taste bitter at all.
Mm-hmm.
Still not the biggest fan. Because if you have to do that to something, what's the point? But the good part about it is that it makes the stuffing and the green bean casserole and the pumpkin pie taste that much better. Because you've just had everything.
Man, now you're making me hungry, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. It's not even Thanksgiving, now you're making me hungry. How dare you? How dare you do this to me?
What about you? What do you eat?
We usually do... Well, it won't be this way this year, because I'm going to be by myself, and I don't know, who knows. Maybe I will order a pizza, I don't know. But normally we do, turkey. We do turkey. It's kind of funny because our Thanksgiving and our Christmas dinners are exactly the same, with the exception of just we swap out ham for Thanksgiving.
Yes, Christmas ham.
We do ham.
Christmas and Easter ham.
Yep. That's exactly what we do. Is that a Catholic thing? Is that just a Catholic thing? Because you and I are both Catholics, and
I'm Lutheran.
You're Lutheran? I thought you were Catholic. Never mind. My bad.
I think it's just a more so a traditional thing.
Traditional.
Yeah, turkey's not nearly as common for Christmas, just because turkeys are a lot harder to find at that point in the year.
Because we all ate them for Thanksgiving. That's why.
We ate them all.
Yes. I wonder what turkey's going to get pardoned this year, or if there's even going to be one that gets pardoned.
I think we all know the turkey that's going to get pardoned this year, and his name is Donald J. Trump.
Yeah. the turkey.
He was asking the Supreme Court if he could pardon himself preemptively.
That's something.
What the hell?
That's something I can actually believe.
I was like, what the hell? What's the need?
Going off topic of Thanksgiving real quickly, I do want to. I was watching some YouTube videos about how presidents leave letters. It's a tradition to leave letters for when they're outgoing to the next incoming president. I'm kind of curious. Do you think Trump will leave a letter?
Oh, he will. I don't think it will write it. But he will. They needed to say something other than "I did bigly."
Somebody on the YouTube was saying that they were just going to leave a sticky note.
Just a sticky note that said, "Good luck, fucker."
It said sticky note that said, "I still won." But no. So going back to me, I guess for Thanksgiving meal, obviously we do the turkey, stuffing, but we don't stuff our own turkey. We just do stuffing on the outside. Most of the time it comes out great, but sometimes actually now I'm curious. So I just like stuffing in general, I do. But there's also that debate of soggy stuffing or dry stuffing.
Yes.
I'm with you there. Like, it doesn't matter what
if it tastes like turkey, it's good.
It doesn't matter to me if it's soggy or dry. It's still stuffing, and it's going to taste good to me.
Exactly.
So we do that. Cranberry sauce on the side. Buy the canned cranberry sauce. green bean casserole is a must, and my mom makes a killer green bean casserole. It is so good. Like, I don't know what it is about her green bean casserole, but it's like, I just don't eat green beans at all. But then when she puts it in a casserole and makes her green bean casserole, it's like, I can eat this. I can fuck with this.
It's good.
Yeah, it's real good. So there's that. They also do like a cheesy scallop potatoes. I think we do both. I think we do mashed potatoes and cheesy scallop potatoes. If my brother is making the mashed potatoes, then we don't need gravy. He makes really good. He makes a really good like butter mashed potatoes. Like it's just full of flavor by itself. I think he adds some herbs in there too. So it's a pretty good one. And then I think that's it. Other than the sides and the dessert, I think this for the sides we do King's Hawaiian rolls. Those are good. And what I like to do is like I like to put basically make a turkey sandwich out of the Hawaiian rolls. So I'll put turkey inside the buttered rolls and eat it like a sandwich. We also have rice on the side because our family's just big on rice, and I wish with me being here at college, I wish I had more dishes to eat rice with, or kind of knew what to eat with rice. But there's that. And for pies, we do 2 pies. We either do pumpkin or we do apple. Actually, no, we do 3.
Really?
We do 3, I think. We have like a choice of 3 because we always try to make leftovers or have leftovers, and so I think we do apple, pecan, and pumpkin.
We've done pecan. Pumpkin's just don't have them.
Pumpkin. I used to, pumpkin used to be my favorite pie, but then
It's so good.
But then now it's like I don't know if I have a favorite anymore because I like
maybe rhubarb.
I've never had rhubarb.
Really?
Never had it.
Huh. Lame.
Yeah, I'm kind of a boring person. So that's what we do. Our dishes are for Thanksgiving, and it's usually an all-day thing. Like wake up in the morning early. I think at not early, like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock start the oven up in the morning, and I really don't remember when Thanksgiving dinner actually starts. For some reason, I think we start at like 3 o'clock p.m. So it's not really a dinner. It just feels earlier than like normal. But then again, yeah, I won't experience this year because I won't be with them.
Right.
Saves money though. Don't have to spend as much money on food. And we know money is kind of tight for I'm sure for a lot of families this year with the whole pandemic happening, which is unfortunate. Anything traditionally that you do for Thanksgiving?
Just go to my grandmother's house, see my cousins, see my uncle, usually see my great uncle. And that's it. Sit and watch the Packers beat the Lions. That's it. Our holidays are always pretty boring.
Not boring.
I think the most exciting thing that we could have would potentially be sports, but obviously it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing for us. It's just we got the TV on and we got all the football games on. I think it starts off with like the Lions, and then it goes into Cowboys, and then whatever the Sunday night game is now, or not Sunday night, the night game is because they have a night game now on NBC, which I remember last year, the funniest night game where Matt Ryan got stiff-armed to hell. It was so funny. It was so funny, and I hope we never forget that stiff arm, that legendary stiff arm, where Matt Ryan just got shoved to the ground. It was awesome. 28-3 Falcons, basically.
28-3
Lol.
28-3 Falcons, baby.
So, you guys, do you do you use like Thanksgiving as a time to just catch up with everybody, catch up with family, see how everybody's doing?
Usually Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas are when we just kind of catch up.
You guys
Everybody.
do like a Christmas thing too? You guys get together?
Yeah. Usually we get together for lunch, which technically would be our dinner. But speaking of which, okay, what is dinner?
I consider dinner to be your final meal of the day, but usually I consider it has to be 5 o'clock or later for it to be considered dinner. That would be like the way I see it. But my eating schedule, I guess you could, if I really have a schedule, is so messed up because when you're in college, you either eat so much, like you eat all day, or you just don't eat enough. And I'm on the latter one. I don't really eat. I eat like one meal a day, and so it could be like a midday, like 2 o'clock or whatever like that, and then I won't have to eat. And maybe I'll just like grab a snack like before I go to bed. And I always found that weird for Thanksgiving dinner for us because we do Thanksgiving dinner earlier than when we normally have dinner. We normally have dinner around 7 o'clock at night. It's gotten later and later. It used to be like more like 5, but now it's 7. Actually, when I would have dinner with my family and was actually living with them, now it's but then we always do like Thanksgiving dinner. It's like 3 o'clock, and like I always remember like my dad always like rushing and like panicking trying to get all this stuff done. It's like we got to get it done by 3 o'clock, sort of stuff. Like 3 o'clock, that's not dinner. 3 o'clock is when the first football game ends and the second one starts. But I don't know, I guess for Thanksgiving dinner, it seems like we spend 4 hours eating Thanksgiving dinner. So then by the time it's 7 o'clock, then it's like, well, actually, you know what? Now I remember why we moved it early. It's because Black Friday started to start on Thanksgiving with, I think, Target and Walmart doing those, basically, at 7 o'clock we're starting Black Friday, which I always hated. I always hated the fact that Black Friday started on Thanksgiving now. I'm an advocate for, giving your employees time off for Thanksgiving to spend time with family. And I always hated it when those, and especially, I don't remember who it was. Was it Kohl's? Somebody did like Black Friday for 2 days. So they started it at 12 o'clock midnight on Thanksgiving, and they went all the way to like, it was like a 48-hour thing is what they did. Like they were open for 48 hours. I was thinking, why are you doing this to your employees? And it just, so stupid. It was disappointing because it became this thing of, it's not Thanksgiving anymore. It's more just like, all right, we're going to get together. We're all going to go shopping first, and then we're going to eat. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know, I enjoyed that when Black Friday started at like 8 o'clock on Friday. 8 in the morning on Friday. Then it progressively got earlier and earlier. Then it's like 7, 6, 5, 4, midnight Black Friday, 9 o'clock Thanksgiving, 8, 7, 5, 3. So it's like, what are we doing? And I guess the good thing that the pandemic has done is taken Black Friday away.
Mm-hmm.
But at the
For
same,
a lot of places, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's taken away family gatherings. So we're in a lose-lose there.
Yeah. I've always viewed dinner as your biggest meal, your most important meal.
More important than breakfast.
Breakfast could be your dinner. That's fine. Do you think that Thanksgiving dinner is more important than breakfast?
I mean, yeah. For my mindset,
what is the significance of breakfast compared to Thanksgiving dinner?
The difference between breakfast and Thanksgiving dinner is breakfast is supposed to wake you up. Thanksgiving dinner is supposed to put you to sleep.
Fair. Very fair.
Do a light breakfast, though, so you can eat a ton for Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
Just do like maybe yogurt and berries and granola. That should be your breakfast. But yeah, just it's gonna be weird this year. I think, but for you and for me, it's gonna be, and not just for you and for me, but for everybody across the the U.S. because the U.S. is the only country I believe that celebrates Thanksgiving because
well, I mean,
we
it's kind of our thing.
it's kind of our thing after we took the land from the Indians.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's why we have Thanksgiving, I guess, now.
yeah.
And I think about this King of the Hill episode where they ask the Native American, somebody asked, I don't remember who it was, he's like, oh, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? And he's like, we did once, and then just leaves the car because they did that one time, and then we just had to ruin it all. We had to ruin it all for them.
Yeah, we were all like, yeah.
It makes me wonder though if like Native American tribes have their own Thanksgiving though. Still, it makes me wonder. I don't know. I don't really know anybody that is actually in a Native American tribe. I have a little bit of Native American in me, but I don't really consider it significant enough to claim Native Americanism, if that's a word. But so for Thanksgiving, we've already beat this down. It's about getting together and everything like that. But what does a holiday as a whole mean to you? Is it something that you look forward to every year with like great detail?
I've never been a big fan of Thanksgiving, to be honest.
Why is that?
Because we do Thanksgiving and then the next day it's all like, yes, I am thankful for nothing. Get out of my way. I need that Xbox.
True. So what you're saying is that Black Friday ruined Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
What about before Black Friday became like this big thing? What was it to you? Do you remember? I mean, we were a lot younger then. Black Friday's been around for, I don't know, like 15 years now.
It's been it's been around a lot longer than that. So long. So long.
So Thanksgiving to you is kind of, not that big of a deal because of, or I wouldn't say not that big of a deal. What would you say it again? Just put in your words. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Thanksgiving's pretty pointless. It's a good excuse to get ready together. Genuinely talk about what you're thankful for, what you are grateful for, maybe things you've learned through the year. But then the next day, everybody's all like, that lady right there, I killed her with a bat that I picked up at Shields and I bought for my kid. Why'd you kill her? Well, you see, I also wanted to get my kid some new moccasins, and she was looking at the last pair of moccasins. They were on a 75% off sale. So I killed her. I got the moccasins. Also life in prison. I got the moccasins.
It's all that matters. All that matters for shopping for your loved ones.
It's like, come on, man. What's the point?
No, I get it. I do get it. I understand your point of view because basically what I was talking about before too, and we agree on this idea that Black Friday kind of just took over Thanksgiving, and it's not Thanksgiving anymore. It's just like, we're going to watch football, wake me up when it's time to go shopping. And that kind of happened with us, is where we were rushing Thanksgiving dinner to get that all done. We were rushing to eat it, and so we would go and wherever we needed to go for these great deals or whatever like that. And luckily, I think the prior 3 that I can remember, Black Fridays, we haven't really, or Thanksgivings, technically Thanksgivings, we haven't really done any shopping. Mostly because, there really isn't anything that I have wanted, nothing really that any of us have wanted. We're big into shopping for electronics, especially me because I'm a nerd. But yeah, I'm just hoping that with future years to come and future Thanksgivings that we realize that Black Friday sucks and shouldn't even exist. And I feel bad this year because, Black Friday is just turned into basically Cyber November, December. It's all online stuff. And, we got to feel for those people that are delivering all of our packages. and specifically, my brother's a letter carrier for the U.S. Postal Service, and he told
there
me
you go.
he told me about he's had to deliver legit furniture from his vehicle, and he's got to carry that stuff around, like this big ass couch or this mattress or whatever. Before you go shopping, just please think about the people that are actually delivering your stuff. The people that are working at Amazon and stuff, they're being paid like shit. They're being treated like shit.
Yeah.
And, they have this quota that they have to meet and these deadlines. And that's why whenever I do, Amazon shopping, I rarely do Amazon shopping, but, sometimes when I have to do it, I try to like do, if it's not urgently needed, I try to just do the standard shipping. Just ignore, even though I have Prime, it's like I'll ignore the Prime shipping. I just want to, don't want to make it much of a rush. But then now this year, I don't even have that option anymore. It's either I have 1 day shipping where I live or 2 day shipping. There's no other option.
That's pretty sick.
It's messed up. It's like, why can't I understand that it's your business, but that's the problem. That's what makes me upset, is that you guys are a business on Thanksgiving that only cares about making money. And
so my rebuttal to that is that it doesn't sound like you're more so frustrated with the Thanksgiving aspect of it. You're more so frustrated with you believe that it's unfair to the people that are the ones that are actually putting the actual work in, which is fair, I think. But at the same time, it's kind of an incredible testament when you really look at how incredible the logistics have gotten. And you can now, you can get anything from Amazon in 2 days. You can get some stuff in 1 day. Hell, don't they have the drone delivery service
for some
cities?
Select cities, yep, they do.
Yeah, you can get it in 30 minutes. What the hell? The logistics from USPS, UPS, FedEx have all improved so much to transport both goods and people. Because mind you, the U.S. military I think they use UPS to help them with their logistics, with transporting people. Like, when you think about that, that's incredible. That's something to be applauded.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
And don't forget the fact that, I don't know about mail carriers, but UPS drivers get paid good money.
Letter carriers also do. Letter carriers get, if you are a actual like regular, because there's like 2 different kinds of letter carriers. Well, there's actually more, but I'll simplify it to 2. There's ones that are basically like, not the unpaid interns, but they're paid, but they don't really get benefits, or like paid days off or whatever that. And then you have the regulars, like my brother. He gets paid very, very, very well, very, very well, and has benefits, great benefits too, great benefits. So it's and there's a reason for that, is because of how stressful the job is and how difficult the job is. And I'm not saying that I don't respect the workers, because I do. I respect them greatly. I just wish their bosses and their management would treat them better.
Oh, you mean the management that took out hundreds of thousands of mailboxes across the country just before an election?
Yeah. I wish, management.
The bosses that kept millions of ballots in storage rooms waiting to be sorted the day of the election.
Mm-hmm.
In states where if they come in after the election is over, they can't be counted.
Yep, there's, I could go on about why there's that, because my family is oriented within the Postal Service, and I'll just say this: they think the Postmaster General is an idiot. So there's that.
Most of us do.
There's
I
that.
really do.
Yeah. The Postmaster General is an idiot, and my father, who's in management. My father is he's like the anti-manager. He's not like white collar, he's blue collar and like favors unions and stuff. So he's more geared and I guess not favors. I can't really think of the word, but he understands, the people that are below him, and he treats them like actual people, and tries to do things that actually make sense.
That's nice to hear.
So basically, he's surrounded by idiots, and his bosses are idiots. Like the people at his level are idiots, and the people above his level are also idiots. So
yeah, that'll do her.
Yeah,
that'll do her.
So this is going to be a shorter episode. We'll close it out with this. As a whole, what does Thanksgiving mean to you, Finn? Like how important is it to you? How important is it to you now, and how important is it to you if you take away the Black Friday aspect of it?
Thanksgiving is a good time to reflect on what matters to us, not necessarily what we're thankful for. Because I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for this Neon Rider mouse from SteelSeries. I'm thankful for this Neon Rider mouse mat from SteelSeries. I'm thankful for this camera that lets you see my ugly mug. I'm thankful for the lamp that's lighting my face up. But that's all stupid stuff. What matters to me, what I'm more than grateful and thankful to have, what matters to me is the opportunity to do some of the things that I do, meet some of the people that I meet. What matters to me is the people around me. What matters to me is the ability to do. And so Thanksgiving is a good time to really reflect on what matters to you.
It's a good thing that it's also near the end of the year too.
Yeah, reflect on your year, see what happened.
If I put my perspective out there, for me, Thanksgiving.
No, you can't do that. Sorry. Sucks to suck, dude.
All right.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
Follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channel or whatever. But that's a great. I'm really glad you did that. That was freaking amazing. It was freaking amazing. It was like so unexpected. Like you would think like, oh yeah, let this guy talk. Nope. We're done here. We are done here.
Hey man, like you said, you claim that nothing funny comes out of your mouth. I gotta pick up the slack.
Oh yeah. I'm just the one that's
It's fine. It's a good thing I've been lifting weights.
Oh boy.
Carry you on my back.
Oh. You know.
Look at these pea shooters.
You know how many noodles you just got wet there?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing we know that I'm pretty good at slurping.
Demonetized again. Is it possible to be demonetized to the power of 2? Do we have to pay YouTube and Twitch to use their services now? But yeah, I'll go back to before we started joking around. Even though I'd rather be joking around than getting on a serious note, I guess, because it's fun. It's fun to joke. It is fun to joke around. It's super fun to joke around.
Oh yeah.
And we also want to entertain you guys, because you're gonna be watching this on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Wow, I was don't talk while smiling like for 5 minutes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims. But
happy thank you day.
Yep. But we hope you're watching this on Thanksgiving. We want to make Thanksgiving a little bit more relaxed for you too, because it can be stressful. But go on.
Just get absolutely hammered and have at it, man.
Thanksgiving, man. Thanksgiving. You gotta love it.
We all know something that Jason wants to get at. Oh wait, no, we weren't recording during that. Damn it.
I don't. Should I even mention it? That's the thing.
Nope.
Should I mention it?
Nope.
Nope.
What does Thanksgiving mean to you, Jason? Why does it matter?
Let me rethink. Why does it matter to me? Because I'm in this joking mood now. Let me get back to the serious tone, I guess. Thanksgiving to me, to me it's a reminder of, I guess, still kind of being a kid. I guess when I was younger, we would have Thanksgiving and then the following Friday off. So it would be like, oh man, a 3-day school week, like awesome, great. The weekend starts early, and it was just great to be. I don't know, just it was a time off that was awesome, and my family would sometimes there were a couple of years that we went to Detroit to watch the Packers play the Lions for Thanksgiving. So there's that.
I absolutely love Ford's Field. It's incredible.
It's super nice. I will say this. I'm not a fan of domes, but Ford Field is super nice.
I've been down. I've walked down on the field during the off season. It was pretty sick. I got to watch Skillet play there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't like Skillet, but it was still pretty sick.
You made the trek all the way to Detroit.
Huge mission trip.
Ah.
Huge mission trip. We got to stay in a sweet hotel. All they had was suites. Last day we swam in the fountain because they told us they had a pool and they didn't. The concierge walks up and is like, "We're going to have to ask you guys to leave." We're like, "No, that's cool. We already checked out. We were just seeing how long we could have fun."
Somebody had
incredible field. That sounds like a great Thanksgiving trip.
Yeah, it's God. As depressing as Detroit is, like I don't even know. The 2 times we went to Detroit, the sun wasn't even out. It was just cloudy, and it's a rundown town. It just looks
Sounds like Michigan.
It looks so sad. It does. But then you get to Ford Field, and like Ford Field, what the hell? Like, you don't even look good on the outside, but on the inside, it's like, holy crap. Like, this is like super nice, and like the architecture's nice. It's got some.
Dude, I love the brick floor on the outer ring.
I don't remember that because it's been over 10 years since I've been.
It's a brick floor with like brick walls like along the outside. And then they've got all those shops just lining it. It's super quaint feeling. Like legit. I felt like I was somewhere I could feel just comfortable. But Detroit, the funny thing about Detroit is, do you remember when they filed for bankruptcy in like 2012 or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why they had to file for bankruptcy?
There's strong belief that it had to do with the big three on the edge of folding.
They remodeled downtown. They spent billions redoing downtown because they were going to have the Super Bowl. And you know what?
That never happened, did it?
Yeah, it did.
The Super Bowl did happen there?
Yeah, pretty sure. Right?
I mean, you're probably right, but for some reason I just don't remember it being held in Detroit. I remember just most of it was like Tampa Bay. There was that one odd year where it was in New Jersey. Most of the time it's been California, Arizona, Dallas, New Orleans.
So it hasn't happened in a while.
And Ford Field would make a great venue.
No, I bet they were just putting in a bid, is what it is.
Ford Field would make a great venue for the Super Bowl,
yeah.
But there's other logistics about it that.
I think they were just putting in a bid for the Super Bowl. But regardless, they remodeled downtown, and it looks just absolutely fantastic. It's beautiful, and Detroit's doing better than ever. Now they have money because people are actually going there. Yeah, the inner city sucks. So does inner city Omaha.
Inner city everywhere sucks.
Inner city Beatrice is just. Our inner city's just trailer parks. 2 of them.
It's I remember I do remember just the last time I went to Detroit was just it made me sad. It did make me sad, and I want that place to thrive again and actually look nice and be alive, like really be alive.
What, 10 years ago?
I believe the last time I went was 2010. I think that was the last time I was there. So
I went 2015. It looks much better now.
Yeah. So, man, but so just there's that aspect of Thanksgiving about watching football, and I guess in summary, it just reminds me of when I was younger. When you didn't really have to worry much about I don't know, bills, student loan debt, like taking care of yourself, I guess, in general, because when you're a kid, you don't have to take care of yourself. It's just you're basically invincible when you're a kid. And it's just it reminds me of better times. When you are more relaxed and free flowing, just vibing.
That's what alcohol's for, man.
That is, that's why we have that as an adult. With alcohol, Thanksgiving can be every day. I have put some impure thoughts into Finn's mind. If you just look at that face.
That's big.
The gears are turning for him. You learned something from me, I guess. You learned a big brain move from me.
Every day's Thanksgiving now.
All right, we're gonna close out the show. With one thing I guess you can think of that you've been thankful for this year. This year has sucked, but is there anything that you want to share that you can find that you're thankful for?
I'm thankful for my current full-time job because regardless of what happens, unless one of somebody that's involved directly with the program gets COVID, we're going to be in school, baby. I'm going to get full-time work still. Yeah. That's it.
It's a good thing to be thankful for. Really good thing.
What about you, Jason? Got something you're thankful for other than me and my incredible jokes?
Well, yeah, I'm thankful for this podcast that Finn decided to start. That this the latter half of 2020 has been a lot better than the first half of 2020. And it's weird. It's weird for me to think about that I'm still alive. I still have it. This education that I'm working on, still have that there. Still have, my close family members and my close friends, they're still around. So, I guess I'm just thankful for the luck that I've had this year. My luck, and it's not to undermine anybody else, because I do feel for those that, have been less fortunate and have been unlucky this year. And when you see those things, you look at yourself and you realize, man, I'm thankful for how lucky I've been this year. And I really don't want to take that for granted. When you look at everybody else that's suffering this year, you really got to analyze your situation and really see, do I really have it that bad? So I'm just thankful for the luck that I've had.
All right, and then last thing would be Ski Apps Anime of the Week, something that I'm always going to forget to do live. Remember on recordings. So there's this incredible show called Konosuba.
Can you spell that? Can you spell it for people?
It's spelled Konosuba. Konosuba. It very roughly translates to something like the full title very roughly translates to Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world, or something like that. And good God, the show, it's an isekai anime, which means that the main character gets transported into this world somehow, and he's stuck there. Oh. Well, this show absolutely just beats you over the head with sexual humor, except that none of it feels very fan servicey. It feels like the kind of sexual humor that like a college kid would come up with, where it's like, haha, penis is funny.
So basically,
It's
like
not,
high school sex ed, ha ha ha.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Dude, my high school sex ed was so funny. We had my basketball coach as the teacher.
Why is it always gym teachers or athletic coaches teaching sex ed?
Because for us, it was just a unit in health. And it was hilarious. Because he walks up to one kid in my class. He goes, all right, I'm going to do this now so that we get it out, okay? Just stares at him. He's right up in the kid's face, just like, penis, 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 vagina, penis, anus, penis, vagina, anus, penis, erection, vagina. And the kids just
If you're underage right now, please turn this
losing
off. Please turn this off if you're underage right now.
The kid is just losing it. He can't handle it. He thought it was just the funniest thing that had ever been said. And he gets done laughing. He's on the ground at this point. He gets done laughing. He's holding his side. It is so much. Coach says, all right, we good now? We're going to make it through this unit without having a giggle fit. The kid looks up at Coach and he says,
Of course you're not. Everybody's gonna laugh. There's always something to laugh about.
So
At that age, there's always something to laugh about.
I think the only time that I laughed was when we were talking about STDs, and he talked about how, I can't even remember which one it was, but it was all like pus dripping from the anus, and I just thought that was the funniest thing. Just
Our Thanksgiving episode has turned into a very explicit episode.
Anyway, back to Konosuba. Yeah, it has some like really like endearing characters in it. It also has just some of the most just dick-headed people you'll ever meet, especially the main character. He's so stupidly dense. And then I think it's the last episode of the first season just knocks me dead every time. There's 2 seasons out right now. You can find it on .co or you can find it on crunchyroll.com. Since Kisanime got shut down, get fucked all you bootleggers. But that's my anime of the week. Highly recommend it. There's an English dub if you're not into subtitles, but if you are into subtitles, you'll get to hear some of just the funniest voice acting you could ever hear.
Let us know. Is it which would be preferable for this episode? Because sometimes subs are better than dubs. Sometimes dubs are better than subs. For this show, what would be the preferred method of watching it?
I would say with subtitles, just because some of the way that they interact with each other doesn't work in English. So the main character's name is, and this isn't a spoiler, just because like you could read this in the description of the show. The main character's name is Kazuma, and whenever his party members get his attention, his response usually is, "Yeah, I'm Kazuma," except in English it doesn't sound very good. But in Japanese, it sounds like he's just absolutely done with their bullshit. He's all like, "Why are you talking to me?" Dude, no. So I would say for Konosuba, definitely watch it in Japanese. It's one of those shows that's very contextual based, and so it just works much better if you're watching subtitled.
Great to know. Really great to know. This is something that I'm not into anime, but I feel like I need to get into it. And
I wasn't for a long time, and then I started watching a few and do it or anything. I haven't watched any for a while.
So,
but
yep. This is why we have Finn here. Finn's Anime of the Week. You know, always spitting out knowledge for you.
All right, everybody. We really appreciate you watching this episode, whether you're watching it on Twitch. If I remember to figure out for Jason how to premiere videos live on Twitch, this will also be up on YouTube either Wednesday or Thursday. Not sure. We'll figure that out later. Yeah, we really appreciate you guys. You know, those of you that watch, just kind of help us get through this. We're doing this for fun, but numbers always make you feel a little bit better. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to hit us up on Twitter, jwrangle33 and Skeet Up. DMs are open if you have any topics, if you want to come on the show, if you like big butts and you cannot lie, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're willing to talk. So, with that, Jason, got anything to add?
Are we forgetting to tell people to follow somebody? I don't remember if we are.
Did we not talk about Austin J. Roberts yet?
We haven't.
Go follow Austin J. Roberts. Hop into those DMs. Do it. Don't question it. Just do it. All 0 of you that are watching this, just do it.
Hey, 0 is better than -1.
I'm going to unfollow him just to spite you. All right. And with that, I don't have anything to add. Jason?
Nope. Other than just, happy Thanksgiving and enjoy it.
All right, everybody. Stay safe. Try to keep others safe. Roll clones.
And roll credits.